Welcome, butt burglars, to TP For Your Earholes. My name is Patrick Schmidt.
And I am Charlene Schmidt.
And today we're going to try to do a little public service. We're going to create a starter pack. 5 episodes to give to a noob who's never watched Mike Judge's Beavis and Butt-head. This could be somebody who's a fan of the classic show, who hasn't seen the new stuff, or someone entirely new to the entire franchise. We have each made a list of 5 episodes that we think would make a positive impression on someone, just to give them a taste of the show, hopefully get them to want more.
That's right. That's the whole idea.
And we have not shared our list with each other. It's going to be really fun.
No, and we do have a little methodology on how we're going to accomplish this list and make a list from 2 separate lists. But before we tell you that, let's tell you how you can connect with us. You can go on Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Just search around for TP For Your Earholes. You're going to find us. And please also don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube if you're listening there. You can also go to our website, tpforyourearholes.com. There's a contact form. It'll reach us directly. And that's where you can find all of the past episodes too.
Also, wherever you are listening, whatever podcast service you are getting us from, please leave us a little review. We really do appreciate that, and it does help us a lot. So thank you for doing that. And if you've already done it, thanks again.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into how we're going to do this.
Yes, please.
We're actually ripping off a procedure from another show that we've both been on called Deprogrammed. And what that show is about is essentially any band out there at this point, basically. You can find them creating a starter pack of songs that somebody completely new to a band can and should listen to that will hopefully entice someone to dig more into the catalog. So we're going to do this with Mike Judge's Beavis and Butt-head. And we're both coming in with separate lists. The real fun comes in the challenge of paring down our selections into one definitive list. Now, we're going in expecting that we're going to have some duplicates. We've got our favorites, let's be honest.
Yes.
Those episodes are going to be a lock for the top 5. And then for the rest, we're going to have to debate and maybe advocate for our picks to make the final cut. So let's do this and see what happens.
All right. And I don't know about you, I had a really tough time sticking to 5.
Yes, I had
it was not a
real
stretch.
Painstaking time doing that.
Yeah. And I guess we could start with, I think, one that is going to be on your list. I have one that's on my list. I think it's going to be on your list. Let's lock it in right now.
Let's do it. What is it?
I believe that a show that's going to be on both of our lists, Season 11, Episode 7, Nuts.
It's my very first pick.
Yeah.
You love this episode. I love this episode.
It's so good, and we've talked about it at length on the podcast before, so I don't want to rehash too much, but my goodness, it makes for a great starter pack episode.
It sure is. If you enjoy the episode Nuts and its kind of physical comedy, you're really going to enjoy the rest of what Mike Judge's Beavis and Butt-head has to offer. This is a primo example of the best the show can give you.
It's also a really good example, I think, of the classic, and I noticed this as I was going through the 3 most recent seasons, the classic misunderstanding.
Yes, that is a common ingredient.
And there's a lot of that in these 3 seasons, but I think this is the episode that does it the best.
I agree. When we did our season 3 review of Mike Judge's Beavis and Butt-head, this was an episode we called an instant classic, and I stand by that.
Oh, I do too. And it stood up to time. It really has.
Yeah, and I think it will, too. 5 years from now, we're still going to say this is a strong episode. So it is no surprise to me whatsoever that this is the first pick. This is the first lock. This was the top of my list. Was it the top of yours, too?
It was the top of my list as well. Yep.
Yeah, okay, great. So we've done it. Out of the way now.
Yes.
We have our first selection.
All right. So what do you got on your list that you think might be on mine?
It's another episode that we've talked about a lot on this show.
Mm-hmm.
And the only possibility I can think of where it might not be on your list is because it's related to another episode we really love.
Okay.
And I want to nominate Two Stupid Men.
Okay.
We love Beavis and Butt-head in the courtroom. This is the first of those two kinds of episodes, and it was really tough to say $1 million reward. Sorry, we're going to have to save you for later.
Okay.
I think you have to see this one to really appreciate $1 million reward. So I went with Two Stupid Men. Did it make your list?
Two Stupid Men did not make my list.
No.
Nope. Now, don't get me wrong. I love that episode, but I think the better of the two courtroom episodes is $1 Million Reward.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, but for somebody who has not seen any Mike Judge's Beavis and Butt-head, I do think this might be the better introduction.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, the payoff of $1 Million Reward really comes from establishing what they do in this episode, in my opinion.
Now, is $1 Million Reward on your list?
I cut it.
You son of a bitch. All right. Well, we're going to have to put in pin in that one and come back to it because we got to see what other places we might have a little bit of similarity.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, it's possible either one of these episodes could still make our final 5. It's just we got to go through our other selections and find out.
Yeah, they could both make it or neither one could make it.
That's right. That's the fun of this. And how long it's going to take us, I have no idea. It might be 5 minutes or 50.
Well, let me throw you a little bit of a softball here.
Okay.
One that you know is one of my favorites. You should not be surprised to see this on my list. I don't know if it'll be on your list. Season 9, Episode 5, Roof.
Okay. This is painful.
Oh, no, I see your face. Uh-oh.
This is tough because I looked at the episode title and thought, Patrick is going to have that on his list. I like the episode too, but not as much as others, and it didn't make my list.
Okay, so let me advocate for it.
We'll save that for later.
Oh.
Let's keep going through our picks, and then when we know how many we have as kind of wild card spots,
okay,
then we make our arguments. But
I'm gonna fight hard for that one just now.
Okay, that's fair. That's
All
fair,
right.
and I expect you to. Okay.
All right, what do you got?
How about Tattoo?
Tattoo is not on my list, but it is in my honorable mentions. It was really tough to keep that one out.
Okay, you have honorable mentions. How many honorable mentions do you have?
Too many.
Fair.
Too many.
Fair.
I really feel like there were about I still made a third and a fourth pick. My fifth pick, I think it depends on how I'm feeling that minute.
Oh, totally. Ask me to make this list on another day. It might be completely different.
Yeah, so Tattoo is one of those. Tattoo is one of those episodes where it really could be on the list by the time it's all said and done. I do like it a lot.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many episodes that fit that criteria of I love it. I enjoy watching it. I think somebody else would too. But what are the strongest ones and what are really good standalones?
Yes.
That somebody who has no other context can watch and appreciate the most. That was kind of what I was going for in my rhetoric, and it sort of helped me pare it down. Still painful, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's one from my list that I hope is on your list. It might not be.
What is it?
That is Season 10, Episode 14, The Day Butt-head Went Too Far.
Oh.
I love that episode.
I know you love that episode. It's a good episode, and it's another one I expect you to fight for.
I will. I will fight for it.
The reason why I did not put it on my list is because somebody who maybe doesn't have much context, especially for newer Beavis and Butt-head, if you watch the old show, it is a little different in Mike Judge's Beavis and Butt-head. If you have no real context, how can you appreciate Beavis wanting to kill Butt-head?
True. Yeah, I don't know. So what do you have on your list? What's left on your list?
I'm wondering if you've got this on your list. It's Married.
I don't have it on my list.
Oh, darn. Okay, I thought that would be a strong selection.
Good episode, don't get me wrong. It's a good one, and it was one that I just left off my list.
Okay, that might be the one I advocate for then, because I feel like that's a really strong contender because it deals with, I mean, gay marriage has been an issue for a long time, but certainly the way we think about it now is different than, say, in the classic Beavis and Butt-head era.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how the show handles a modern issue like that.
Sure. Now, let me clarify. Just left it off my honorable mentions.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to fight real hard.
So my fourth was $1 Million Reward, which we've talked about. And I told you I left that fifth open. So let me give you a quick rundown of my episodes that could be in that fifth slot.
Do it.
All right. So we've already talked about Tattoo. That's one of them. We also have The New Enemy, which I know you don't like as much, which is the raccoon.
Yeah, that
I got to
one's
thinking
fine.
about that one when I was building my list, and I was like, oh, this is hilarious. How have we overlooked this one? Nice Butthead.
Okay.
Time Travelers,
Okay.
where they just circle the time zone sign a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
The Most Dangerous Game. I put that one on there.
Ooh.
Bone Hunters.
I know you love that one.
Bonersaurus is classic. I desperately want to buy a Bonersaurus t-shirt, Mike Judge.
Hey, if anybody who does fan art has an Etsy shop and you want to make that a t-shirt, you've got a buyer.
Yes.
Hell, you got two. I'll get one too.
Take a Bow.
Oh, yes.
Which is just a simple concept, and I love it. Stolen Valor, which is, I think, a really well-written episode. Ciabatta Zone.
Okay, this is an honorable mention I have, kind of as a standby, just in case we had so many in common, I needed to mix it up a little.
All right, and then Braces.
That is a strong contender too.
And Metal Detector.
Metal.
Yeah, metal. So those are some of my favorites. Now, we could go completely off list because you fight for something I certainly might agree, just like, the reverse.
True. So what I have left as possibilities, ones that I didn't want to completely get rid of, but maybe aren't the strongest contenders, Homemade, where Beavis goes to the unemployment office, can't get more money, and gets a job working for Butthead.
Yes.
And Work From Home in season 3, where Beavis and Butthead reprise their jobs at Burger World, but think they also live there now because that's what working from home is. Again, kind of a modern issue, but their take on it.
So I think I've noticed a trend in our picks.
Okay. What's that?
I think you went for episodes that are more timely as far as what they're covering.
And you did what?
I went for episodes that most clearly kind of copied the formula of the original run.
Interesting.
So this is our impasse, I think.
What's really interesting about your observation is your list might be more compatible with someone who loves the old stuff but hasn't seen the new stuff. And then mine might be just for anybody. Oh, I've heard about Beavis and Butt-head. What is it? Watch these. Okay.
Well, with that, I want to make my first concession.
Okay.
And the episode that is on both of our long lists is Tattoo.
Yeah. How about we just put that baby in?
I think that we can't go wrong with that. I think that that's a good addition, and I think that that deserves a place in the top 5.
Come on, Sabmud is the 2026 word of the year. We declared it on this podcast. And we say it all the time now.
All right. Well, Tattoo, I think, is one that belongs.
Okay.
So we got 2. That's my concession.
We got 2. Okay.
Now all I'm asking for you is 3 concessions.
Good luck. How about, I've kind of already advocated for Married, with it being a relevant issue.
Sure.
And one thing that I do notice about my own list is it skews toward old Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think I like old Beavis and Butthead just a little bit better than teenage Beavis and Butthead in this incarnation.
Okay. And I think a lot of mine skew to the teenagers.
Yeah.
So there you go. So can we come up with a list with good balance? That's our challenge now.
That's just it. We've got one of each generation, incarnation, if you will. So the third one, sky's the limit, baby. Now, as far as old Beavis and Butthead goes, besides Two Stupid Men, Married is the one I would advocate for an old Beavis and Butthead episode.
Okay. Are you asking me to pick between the two?
Ooh, I might be.
Are you saying one of these deserves a spot?
Two Stupid Men was an honorable mention on your list, right?
No.
It wasn't at all?
No, not at all.
Okay. So, what if I have to pick between these two old Beavis and Butthead episodes?
Where I just say, okay, one of these spots is yours, do with it what you will?
Yep, and then you get the next one however you want to slice that.
Oh gosh, I don't know if I deserve that kind of authority.
Hey, it's our game. We get to play it however we want.
Well, true. By the way, I just pulled up the wiki to see if there's anything maybe I've forgotten, or if there's any of the videos that they watch that might help push it over the edge.
Oh, good call. We have had comments on previous episodes talking about, hey, when you ranked the seasons, you weren't taking videos into account as much. At least I wasn't. You were, which differentiated our lists a little bit.
You know what? I think I'm afraid. I'm afraid that $1 Million Reward is not going to make it.
How much do you want to fight for it?
This is a compound sentence. There's a comma and conjunction that's going to follow that.
Sorry, okay.
So, with that, I want to see something courtroom adjacent, and I'd much rather see Two Stupid Men than no courtroom stuff at all. And it's an old Beavis and Butthead thing, and I think it's a good compromise between Married and $1 Million Reward.
Okay, so if we put Two Stupid Men in there, that nullifies Married, and then $1 Million Reward also out.
Yes.
I think that's a fair compromise.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
We got our first three. Now it's only going to get harder.
Right. Okay. So here's one way to think about it. We have 2 episodes from season 11, 1 from season 9. I think season 10 deserves some representation.
Fair.
And I think that you could probably, if you watch The Day Butthead Went Too Far last out of the 5 that we're going to give you, that might be enough context to enjoy it.
I would be willing to make that compromise.
Yes! Yes! Hell yes!
Now, that does lead to the question of, do we want to set the order for the rest of these episodes, knowing that 5 must be 5th?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. We can't just give you the shows. We have to give them to you in a particular order. I think that's totally fair.
Okay. So, The Day Butthead Went Too Far is number 5 out of a 5-episode sampler. What do we want to lead with? Or should we come up with number 4 first?
Nope, Nuts is going to be first.
Nuts is first. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of our shoe-in, isn't it? Okay, fair enough.
Yep. We're going to lead with our strengths.
Okay. How about we determine our 4th pick before deciding the order of 2, 3, and 4?
I think that's fair.
Okay. So, what isn't getting enough love here?
Roof. I know. Well, and another way to look at this is we have Nuts, Butthead Went Too Far. Those are both teenage Beavis and Butthead. We have Tattoo and Two Stupid Men, which is 2 old Beavis and Buttheads. That's worth consideration.
So we could have one outbalancing the other. And I don't think... Did you nominate any smart Beavis and Butthead?
I didn't. I couldn't find one. I really did look. I looked for a smart Beavis and Butthead episode that I was like, okay, this really belongs there. And I couldn't find one.
I like smart Beavis and Butthead, but it's sort of like Tom Anderson's war stories. They are so infrequent in the series that it's a nice side note, but it's not enough to be a feature, especially on a top 5.
Yeah.
You can just tell somebody, hey, there's also this other thing, but you'll see it when you get there.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but those are not the strongest episodes either. They're fun, but I just kind of prefer teenage Beavis and Butthead and old Beavis and Butthead.
And I think the best stuff we've seen from smart Beavis and Butthead was in the movie.
I agree, and we're not counting that.
Nope. But I did think about that.
Counting the movie?
Yeah.
I didn't, because I didn't think it would be fair.
Yeah. That's what I came to too. I was just like, oh, God, we can't. It's a movie versus episodes. You can't compare them.
I mean, 10 minutes compared to an hour and a half.
Yep.
No, you can't. You can't. Okay, we've got one more pick, and the episode that I was going to hardcore advocate for is out. And Two Stupid Men was the compromise that brought that in.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I like the rest of my list, but I don't love it so much that I'm going to fight for it till the very bitter death.
Okay.
Now, how much do you love Roof?
Let me put it to you this way. It was episode 5. After the first 4 episodes, I was like, okay, it's back.
Uh-huh.
After Roof came out, I was like, oh, we are back.
That one did make us laugh quite a bit when it came out.
And it was, I think I have an emotional connection to it because it was the first one in the new reboot that I felt like really hit all the things I was looking for out of a Beavis and Butt-head episode. All the things that I was hoping to see, it did those things.
Okay, such as?
It did give us like severe injury. It gave us Beavis out of his head, which is always hilarious.
This is true. That is an advantage.
It gave us them torturing Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, and you know what? This episode doesn't really have that yet.
Mm-hmm. And unintentionally. And that might even be better. And it gave us, I think, the first line that I really latched onto in the new reboot, which is, what's a ladder? It's that thing over there that's a ladder.
Yeah, you laughed your ass off when you first heard that. And
oh, gosh.
It's still funny.
Hell yeah, every time. And it was also, for what it's worth, was also the episode where they had Post Malone and just ripped him.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's a good call.
Mm-hmm.
I think I prefer that over Metal Detector. Like in terms of a torture Tom Anderson and go for some physical injury comedy,
yes.
Roof is the stronger of the two.
Okay.
You're convincing me.
Yeah. I think it was, I really feel like it was the one where I felt like, okay, this is going to be just as good, if not better, than the original run.
Okay.
That was the episode that made me feel that way.
Let's lock it in. Roof goes in.
By the way, there is something I also noticed about some of these episodes from the reboot.
Yeah.
There were way too many that just ended with Beavis and Butt-head in a situation where they're going to die.
Yes. It's way more common than in the classic series.
Which I didn't like. And I was going through like Boxed In and River and, oh gosh,
Heart
what were
Attack.
some Heart Attack and just a lot, Kidney. Just a lot of episodes early on where the result is, oh, they're dead. And I'm glad they've sort of gotten away from that. And this is my appeal to the writers.
Don't try to kill them just because they're cartoons.
Yeah, please don't have episodes where it ends and our takeaway is supposed to be, oh, yeah, there's no resolution. They just died.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I think that's also why Old Holio doesn't make my list, even though that's a big fan favorite among longtime fans. For a new person, though, I don't know. Maybe somebody who knows Cornholio from the classic series, they'll probably get a kick out of Old Holio. But somebody who has no idea, besides maybe pop culture, Old Holio is just not going to do the same thing to you.
Yeah, Old Holio, it deserves a spot on some list, but it should be after you've seen some of the classic stuff. It's not part of a package that you give a noob.
Yeah, exactly. It's on a list where payoff. Being a long-term fan has its rewards for you because you enjoy this episode that much more. And there's actually quite a few episodes where I considered that and then ultimately had to rule against it because that was the sitch, was as a longtime fan, I love seeing Todd again in Plumber's Helper. But what if you don't know who Todd is? What if you don't give a shit?
Right.
That's not going to do anything for you.
And same with Stuart. And Stuart's popped up in a couple episodes.
Yeah.
Seeing him again was great, but it's not going to mean as much to a noob.
Exactly. So here's what we've got. We have Nuts, Tattoo, Two Stupid Men, Roof, and The Day Butt-head Went Too Far. Now, The Day Butt-head Went Too Far and Nuts are locked in at 5 and 1, respectively. I have a proposal.
Okay.
We keep Tattoo at number 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then we switch Roof to number 3 and Two Stupid Men to number 4.
You know what? Yes.
Yeah? You dig?
I dig it. And I think I dig it because I like the idea of establishing their dumbassery in those first 3 episodes. And then it's like, okay, now let's put them with a whole bunch of sane people and see what happens.
Right. And then they have one of their accidental genius moments, which does happen. And this is one of the strongest examples of that in Two Stupid Men. And then we're going to go for some serious physical comedy again in episode 5.
I think we've got a list.
We got a list. So just in case you weren't paying attention, here's how it goes. You start off with Nuts, then you go to Tattoo, then Roof, Two Stupid Men, and then you top it off with The Day Butt-head Went Too Far. I'd say that's a pretty solid list. And we said it at the top of the show. I mean, any episode could potentially make this list. You can argue for it. You can make your case and make a completely different list. It's just as valid. I would love to know from our audience, what is an absolute lock on your list? What is not negotiable? Let us know in the comments.
Please do that. And know that this is a fool's errand.
Absolutely it is. And it was an exercise in futility, but it was still fun, damn it.
Yeah, and we ended up with a list that I think neither one of us would have planned on this being the list when we started this episode. And I think that that's proof of kind of like how this concept works. And you know what? We're thinking about doing this again. In fact,
that's right. Yeah, next week, you think this is a challenge? Well, we're going to double it up. And we're going to do a 10-episode starter pack of classic Beavis and Butt-head for someone who's never seen anything of it. This is going to hurt.
This is going to hurt.
You thought ranking the seasons hurt? Oh.
Yeah.
Next week's going to be killer.
What's scary to me is that we're going to come up with our lists. And once again, we're going to have a whole set of different lists, a whole set of different episodes on our own lists. It's going to be a blast.
It is. It's going to be a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. And we hope you'll tune in next week for even more fun.